Gavin Gwynne here, Commonwealth lightweight champion. My prediction for this weekend, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. I think it's going to go a bit longer than they did last time, but I think Tyson Fury's going to pull off the stoppage win. 6-7 rounds, I predict. Yeah, so best of luck to Tyson Fury. Bring it back, champ.
My prediction for the Fury Wilder fight is it's going to go down pretty much the same as the last time around. To be honest, I think Tyson's a much better boxer, and he's going to pick him apart. He's heavier this time around. I imagine he's going to try and bully him around the ring a little bit, and then he'll finish in a similar fashion, I believe.
This is Ben Doughty for A.C.E Podcast Nation, chiming in on Fury Wilder 3, taking place in Las Vegas this weekend. I watched the second fight again just the other day for the first time since it happened, and quite honestly, I failed to see why Fury wouldn't do precisely the same thing again. Pressure Wilder from the first bell. I think it was proven demonstrably that Wilder couldn't handle that kind of aggression. If you back Wilder up and you take his long levers away, then he doesn't get his shots off. So a lot of people say that Wilder has got that puncher's chance, obviously, and it only takes one shot from Wilder. I think that's valid, but I think it would be more of a factor if Fury was proven to be suspect around the whiskers. We know that Fury does have a great chin, and we know he's got the heart of a lion, the heart of a fighting man. We saw him rise from the ashes, practically from the dead, the first time in December back in 2018 in Los Angeles. I hate to use cliches, but I do think that Fury proved that he had his number the second time around. It was 20 months ago. Some people, there's been rumours and talk that Tyson's mindset is not as good as it should be, or as good as it might have been the second time around. Wilder does appear to be very focused. I'm not convinced that he's improved under Malik Scott off the back of a few pad work videos on Instagram, but if they have that chemistry, it's up to Wilder who he chooses to train him. If he thinks he can move forward with the guy, then it's good. But quite honestly, I don't entertain any other possibility than another Tyson Fury win, probably inside the distance.
Hi guys, looking forward to the big fight this weekend. For me, Tyson Fury has not had the best build-up into this fight. He should be the dominating force in this fight. He's shown Wilder he can beat him. He comprehensively beat him in the last fight. So I expect him to win again, but I think it's going to be a little bit ugly. It's not been the best build-up for Tyson Fury. The camp has had a few problems. They've had COVID in there. He's got a few personal issues, so I don't think he comes into this fight at the very, very top of his game. That's not to say he's not got enough to beat Wilder, who, it's last chance saloon for him, isn't it? Goodness me. It could be, well, I know he didn't lose the first fight, but he was beaten in that one as well for me. So everything is on the line for Wilder. He's really got to step up and show. But I think Fury will have too much for him. I don't think it's going to be a great spectacle. I expect Tyson Fury to win on points.
Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, is going to win in 6 rounds. He's the best in the world. Best in the world. If I'm wrong, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Hi, A.C.E Podcast Nation. Predictions for the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder upcoming fight. I don't know. I think Fury's definitely the best heavyweight in the world right now. But obviously Deontay Wilder has nothing to lose, and we saw how dangerous that could be when Anthony Joshua fought Andy Ruiz. Just takes one shot in the heavyweight division. So I think if it goes the full distance, definitely Tyson Fury is going to win. He's going to outbox him, outclass him for sure. But if there's a stoppage, especially an early stoppage within the first 6 rounds, definitely Deontay Wilder is going to have landed a power shot. And we all know what he possesses in his right hand. So it's going to be a good fight, definitely. I'm looking forward to it.
Hi guys, Ben Ellis from Cage Warriors here. My prediction for the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight is unpopular opinion for a Brit, but I think Deontay is going to knock him out. I think he's going to go to the body to sort of nullify Tyson's good head movement. When he's got Tyson respecting the body shots, he's going to land something over the top, like an overhand right or a left hook, and that'll be that. But I hope that's not the case. I definitely want Tyson to win.
My prediction for Fury and Wilder, well, the first one, even though it was a draw, with Fury won it. The second one was domination. So you can't really see anything but the third one being the same. But, this bloke's always got a puncher's chance. He hits like a mule. So, yeah, he's got a puncher's chance. But for me, Tyson Fury in the fourth, does it early, doesn't wait to the sixth, he gets it done early. Keeps away from him early and, finishes him off in the fourth.
Hello viewers of A.C.E Podcast Nation. Some of you know me as Jonesy, some of you know me from my boxing views, etc. As you know, some of you know I'm a big boxing fan. I called the outcome of the Usyk-Joshua fight, Simon will tell you, probably 2 years ago. And I said Alexander Usyk will unify the heavyweight division within the next 2 years. He's nearly there, right? For me, Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury this weekend. Tyson Fury, for me, I've seen a photo of him today. He doesn't look as if he's prepared well for this. In his head, maybe, but Deontay Wilder's got devastating knockout power. It's heavyweight boxing. It can end with one shot. Deontay Wilder's got that one shot in his artillery. I called it. For me, Tyson Fury's going into this fight complacent, arrogant even, to the point where he's beat him last time and he thinks, I'll do this again. I think Deontay Wilder beats him. And then you've got Dillian White then waiting in the wings to pick up the pieces, the outcome of this, and then to go on to fight the winner of the Usyk-Joshua rematch, which I think will be Usyk again. And there it is, there's your Usyk unification. Stick with Jonesy. Jonesy knows his boxing.
Got to be Tyson Fury all the way.
Hi guys, Hwyel Chaplin here. I think that we're going to see a rinse and repeat on Sunday morning for Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. He's going to take him into the last 3 rounds of the fight. I think it'll be too much for him, too technical, too big, and he's going to stop the old dosser. Up the Gypsy King.
Hi folks, Phil here from Beyond the Pitch. Quick Fury weather preview for Saturday, A.C.E Podcast Nation. I was lucky enough to be at both fights. Deontay Wilder Fury 1, Deontay Wilder Fury 2. Two very different fights. Tyson, of course, was dropped heavy in the first fight. It was after the layoff. And I almost think that second knockdown worked against Deontay Wilder in the sense that it really affected him psychologically. He saw his reaction when Tyson got up and probably made it a 10-9 round rather than 10-8 due to the way he boxed in the rest of that round. Second fight was all Tyson Fury. It was his fight. Tyson Fury's a better boxer than Deontay Wilder. Doesn't have the power. But as long as it's turned into a boxing match, then Deontay Wilder can't win. With that power, however, he's dangerous as long as he's in the fight. Can knock anybody out. Anybody can be knocked out. Take 5 pounds of pressure, knock a man out. So Tyson Fury can't make a mistake. Has to be perfect the whole fight. I think it'll be like the second fight. I think if you notice in the second fight, Tyson ran from his corner, first bell, stepped on Deontay Wilder right away, didn't let him get his feet set, and constantly gave him something to think about, put him on the back foot, which is the best thing to do with a big puncher. That right hand is a very dangerous weapon for Deontay Wilder, but I think Tyson knows how to nullify it. I think Tyson will win the third fight, but wouldn't surprise me to see the reverse happen. Deontay Wilder's a very dangerous heavyweight.
So we got Fury and Wilder, number 3. What do I think is going to happen? I'm leaning towards Fury again. But it all depends what type of Fury we get. We can never know with him. It's certainly not a done deal. Wilder's fast and really powerful. We've seen that he can knock Fury down. So yeah, certainly not a done deal. Fury's going to have to be careful. But I think if Fury in good mind, I think you'll just outbox him and outclass him.